Good night and welcome to another edition of Sports Monday. I am Paul Lopez. The Beacons are your 2024 Nationals softball champions. They displayed championship stamina, playing 4 games back-to-back, including the championship match. They worked their way out of the loser's circle and brought down the tournament's undefeated team, the Belize Bulldogs, to secure a three-peat. The sun had set and the lights came on inside the Sandhill Softball Stadium. The Belize Bulldogs were undefeated and 1 win away from securing the 2024 championship. Their opponents, defending champions Beacons, were outperformed during the tournament, and so they had to claw their way back to the top. They came into this one after 2 back-to-back winning games, but their journey was far from over. Beacons would have to win this one and force a final game. This is the bottom of the first inning. The Bulldogs have 2 outs and a chance to lead the game with a runner in third. A massive swing sends the ball into left field, and that is a beautiful catch by Daniele Wade to end the inning. At the top of the second inning, Mexican Estela Segovia is up to bat for Beacons. Segovia connects the first pitch of the inning. That one goes and is out of the park for a home run. She takes her celebratory lap and the dugout erupts in excitement. At the top of the third, the Bulldogs' catcher and pitcher are alert as Arnique Rowland tries to steal second base. Charette Vernon came from behind with a massive hit into left field that puts her at second base. The Bulldogs were able to hold them off in that inning. There's a runner in second at the top of the third. Bulldogs is number 9 inside the batter's box. She hits just inside the line towards right field, and there goes Renisha Richards sprinting towards the home plate. It's a very close call and the umpire calls that one safe. The game is now tied at 1 run apiece. Let's fast forward this one to the top of the 6th inning where the game is still tied at 1 run each. Beacons had 2 outs, no runners on base. Their pitcher, Mexican Alejandra Vasquez, is up to bat. She has 2 strikes. Vasquez connects and that one goes all the way out of the park. A second home run for Beacons. The defending champions held off the Bulldogs for the rest of the match and forced a second and final game. The grand finale began at 10 p.m. on Sunday night. Fans were still out and so were some of the children that were preparing for their return to school on Monday. We are at the bottom of the second. Beacons are up to bat. Shalali Ho inside the batter's box with 2 strikes and a runner on third. Clean hit directly to the shortstop. Arnique Rowland makes it home and Ho goes on first base. Ho now on third, Estela Segovia on first, and Vasquez up to bat. Segovia goes for the second base steal. The ball hits her helmet and Ho sprints to the home plate. That's 2 runs for Beacons. Beacons is still in the lead with 2 runs at the top of the 4th. Ashley Lucas is up to bat for the Bulldogs with a runner on first. Lucas with a hit into center field. The catch is fumbled and number 2, Hilton, ran across the home plate. Safe. 1 run for Bulldogs. Kelsey Robinson up to bat. She hits a ground ball into left field. Lucas secures the second run for Bulldogs to tie the game. The game remained tied at the bottom of the 5th inning. Runners on first and third base for Beacons. Charette Vernon bunts. The pitcher glances at third base and overthrows the first. A huge error that sends Lenice Alvarez and Arnique Rowland home for 2 runs. The Bulldogs are trailing by 2 at the top of the 6th. Here, runners on first and second. Jolene Davis is inside the batter's box. Davis hits a powerful ground ball into the left field. Pinch runner Bood makes it home and gives Bulldogs a fighting chance. Kelsey Robinson with a massive hit only shy of a few inches from being a home run. That hit brought in the 4th runner to tie the game. Down to the last inning, the Bulldogs were unable to make any runs in the top of the 7th. Beacons were left with an opportunity to close out the season with 1 run. Runners on first and second, Mexican Estela Segovia up to bat. Segovia hits a ground ball into center field. Charette Vernon with her coach behind her sprinted to the home plate, securing the run that would give Beacon the 2024 championship. Watch as she gets dog-piled at the home plate. Fireworks went off. Beacons with the three-peat. Beacons also took home 6 individual awards, including the MVP award. Let's wrap up this week's installment of Sports Monday with some highlights from this weekend's William Dawson Sprite Basketball Tournament. This one is between Survivor Ballers and Lords Bank Warriors. Some quick stats for you here. The first quarter ended with Survivor Ballers in the lead, 7 points to 3. The Lords Bank Warriors came back in the second quarter with a much different mindset and outscored the Ballers by 3 points to bring the game within 1 point at the half. The third quarter was near even in scoring. Survivor Ballers scored 11 points and Lords Bank Warriors scored 10 points. The third ended with the Ballers in the lead with 26 points to the Warriors' 24. In the end, Survivor Ballers took home the victory with 45 points to the Lords Bank's 41 points. As a reminder, the William Dawson Sprite Basketball Tournament was established to unite rivaling communities through the discipline. Well, folks, that's all we have for you in tonight's coverage of Sports Monday. Thank you for joining. Catch you in the next one.